Welcome guys to the Underhive. Adam here, Blackfyre Productions, and I am back with another unboxing for some Necromunda content. Today's unboxing is going to be one of the more recent releases from Forge World, the Dramatis Personae, hired guns, I should say, Apollus Kage and Krotos Hark. So without further ado, let's jump into the box and see what it has. Here we are, guys, with the official unboxing of I can't even say official, what is up with that? With the unboxing for Blackfyre Production on the hired guns Apollus Kage and Krotos Hark. So I actually love Forge World putting out these kits. Not this one in particular, well, I do enjoy this kit, but I mean like all of them. I love the different Dramatis Personae, and I look forward to basically like catching them all, almost like Pokemon, but in this sense, friggin' collecting them all. And like I have the majority of them that have been released. I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2 boxes. I haven't done an unboxing with all of them, obviously, because I'm just gonna start kicking up the unboxings and such now. But like I love the detail that they go into them, and I love the backstories and everything else that they have. So. Is it Morgana, I think is one, from the Book of Peril. She's like a psyker that has like all these skulls on her and all this stuff. And like, it's sort of, she reminds me, the character, or the look of the character reminds me of Hela from the Marvel universe. And so, really looking forward to getting them. I always will try to purchase as many as I can. But, without further ado, let's crack into this. I will go over those first. So you have inside this here, you have the write-up on both of these hired guns. So let's start off with Krotos Hark. So not all Goliaths emerge from the flesh vats, disciplined and subservient. Krotos Hark was born with the most dangerous of gifts, intelligence. He was clever enough to hide his keen mind and managed to survive long enough to make his way into one of the house gangs. Rather than fight his way up to leadership, something he could certainly have done, he set his sights on a grander destiny. Hark is a skilled armorer and valued among gangs for his ability to improve the weapons and gear of those willing to pay. Though Hark remains tight-lipped about his ultimate ambitions, it has not gone unnoticed that he seems to be gathering allies and contacts every time he works a contract or fulfills a bounty. He also seems to take special interest in jobs that oppose House Goliath. That's pretty interesting. I like the stories, like I said, with these guys. They're super, super, super cool. So let's get out Krotos Hark's card. So it costs 220 credits. Standard movement that you would assume for the Goliath background that he comes from. He has 3+ weapon skill, 4+ ballistic, strength is 3, so he's not quite as strong as your regular Goliath. And then, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4+, 2 attacks, pretty good. It comes with his stub cannon and fighting knife. Then he has his headbutt, inspirational, and mutineer. So yeah, comes with his furnace plate and armored undersuit. So that is a bounty hunter that you could hire in one of your campaigns. Up next is Apollus Kage. Apollus Kage, bounty hunter. Bounty hunters come to their profession by money. Money, yes, they want the money. From many routes, some are drawn to the life by the promise of creds or cracking skulls. Others are driven to it by exile, debts, or a thirst for revenge. Then there are men like Apollus Kage who were destined for it from the moment of their birth. Coming up through the ranks of House Orlok, Apollus was a sump dog's prospect with a talent for mayhem. He might have had a future with the Orloks if he could have learned to follow orders, but it was not to be. After a failed leadership challenge against Rocky for control of the sump dogs, Apollus decided it was time to go freelance. Apollus Kage is a real hard case who can take a beating and keep on coming. And it is this reputation that makes him popular with the guilders, especially when it comes to executing troublesome contracts out in bad zones. Apollus doesn't scare easy and will take jobs many other bounty hunters won't. Of course, despite the credits he's made working for the guilders and gangs, or for the fun he's had along the way, Apollus still holds a grudge against the Sump Dogs and House Orlok. It is a grudge that won't go away probably until he gets his chance for a rematch for his old gang leader. with his old gang leader. My bad. So Apollus Kage, Bounty Hunter, 305 credits, movement 5, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 3+, strength, toughness, wounds all 3, initiative 2+, 2 attacks, 7 for leadership, cool, and intelligence, and 6+ for willpower. He comes with a bolt gun, pretty standard shotgun with solid ammo, scatter. Sorry, I'll hold this up here so you guys might be able to see a little bit better. Solid ammo, scatter ammo, and executioner ammo. And then he has his fighting knife. So he has hip shooting, true grit, frag grenades, mesh armor, photo goggles, and respirator. So that is another bounty hunter that you can add to your mix. So let's look at these sculpts. Oh my goodness. So we have Krotos first. That is the body for Krotos. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. Your standard sort of, you know, Goliath looking body there. And then let's look. Let's see what else we got. Obviously you got your 2 different bases that come standard in any of the kits that you get from Necromunda. I love these bases, the details that get put into them and everything else. They're so cool. So there's the second one as well. So, and then we got all the other bits. So we got, that is the body for Apollus Kage. So you can see the detail in it. I love it. I love it. And then all their weapons and such as well. So you got their guns for both Krotos and Apollus, Krotos and Apollus, and then all the other stuff as well. So you have, I believe this is a backpack to Apollus. Yeah, has the shotgun and stuff like that in it. So that's the backpack for Apollus there. You got the fighting knives and his sheath there for it as well, or for him, I should say. You have their heads on the same sprue piece. So, can you see those heads? Yeah, there you go. That's their heads. The detail on them are fantastic. Really, really, really looking forward to putting these guys together. And then we got the last couple of bits and pieces in here. So, my hands aren't working. It's cold. Krotos, there's his blade. Is it Krotos' blade? Yeah, I think that's Krotos's. Yeah, that's Krotos's blade. So, and then I'm not sure what piece that is. Yeah, I'm not sure. You got the foot to Krotos's, or sorry, to Apollus as well. So, and then the arm piece for Krotos. It would have been his left arm. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to go soak these for a little while in some soap and water, and then put them together, and I'll come back and show you the finished product momentarily. Here we are back after some time away, and I just knocked over one of the models. So put these guys in a wash of some warm water and soap, liquid dish detergent to be specific. Gave them some time to dry and decided to build them, as I was said, just so that you guys can see the sculpts up close and up and personal. So this one here is Apollus Kage again, all built up and ready to go. I love the details, like you can see the sort of like the pattern, the stitching pattern in the sleeve there. You know, all the bullets and everything that's on him. The pockets all over the place. Yeah, that's super, super cool. The detail even in the boots with all the straps and everything. And I really love the chains and everything off the backpack here with all the details in there. His knife and like, what else does he have? It looks like another bullets, strand of bullets there. Yeah, his shotgun, everything. So like that's a super, super cool sculpt. Looking forward to painting these guys. I'll probably try to do it in like a gritty sort of style and look. Similar to Umbra. If you haven't checked them out, you can check them out either on my Facebook page or on Instagram. I've posted pictures of him, and like I did like a zenithal black, then gray, then like a light gray. I think I used the gray Sierra gray as like a zenithal 3-stage highlights, and then did like very muted, gritty sort of toned down looks and that. So this here, so I'll do the same with these guys here. So Krotos Hark is all built as well, ready to go. Definitely a cool looking character as well. I really, really like him. All the spikes and the mask. I'm really looking forward to doing the mask on him. So yeah, super awesome job.
Like I said earlier, I love getting these models from Forge World just because of the personality that it adds into the game. Even if, say, you don't want to use them as their actual Dramatis persona, you can use these guys just as your bounty hunters and stuff like that. So I think that would be the Venator gang. I think this would be an awesome way to go because, like, clearly this guy would have the Goliath house, or come from the Goliath house, so you can give him like that upgrade where the model here, Apollus Kage, could be from the Orlocks, right? So just an awesome sculpts that you could use like that to make a nice Venator gang if you wanted to. So without further ado, guys, if you're liking these reviews and contents, please let us know in the comments below. Also, if you have ideas as to what you would like to see in future videos here on the Underhive, definitely drop us a line. You can message us or just in the comments again. Check us out on Patreon. All the support helps us build and continue to grow the channel into doing what we're doing. Again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.